يا مرحبا بكم يا متابعين سمبا، حياكم الله. فيديو ثاني. بيكون هذا الفيديو ريفيو وراح نسوي حاجة مختلفة شوي. راح نسوي الفيديو هذا بالانجليزي، لأن ان شاء الله راح ننزله على قناة سمبا ذا مانجر في اليوتيوب، وبيكون بالانجليزي يعني في بعض المتابعين بعد طلبوا من عندي فيديوهات بالانجليزي. Okay, now this video we will be reviewing the Raptor paint that was used on this car, and after a year of using this car in the Middle East. So it's going to be Raptor against the very hard weather or very harsh weather in the Middle East. So this car has been done also by myself, and I'll be showing you some pictures right now in the video of some of the steps that involved, roughing out the old paint and cutting off the fenders, as well as looking at some areas where the old paint had been removed so much that the aluminum or the body raw material showed up, and how we primed it as well. Okay, but this video will be definitely for a review on how is that paint, the Raptor paint, has been holding up for 1 year in our weather conditions. Okay, now what's the thought behind actually using this Raptor bed liner paint on here? I wanted the car to have on to take it to off-roading, like long journeys off-roading, and that can take a beating against anything that scratches or whatnot. And I did not want to pay a lot of money on like a normal paint job that will be scratched during off-roading and abusing the car basically. So I decided to go ahead with this Raptor paint. I've seen a number of videos online, and some people recommended, they've used this on a lot of the Defenders and Jeeps and such, and I've seen some good reviews. So I decided to go ahead and do it myself. And there are basically two types of paint, the Raptor liner as they call it. One is the tintable, which is this one that we have here. What I did is that I pulled out the actual code numbers for the paint of this car and gave it to the shop, where they've mixed it with this tintable paint that you can specify any color you want. So they already pre-mixed it for me and sold it for me. I got basically 2 boxes. Each box had 4 of these bottles. I think that's like a 1 liter, 750 milligrams. So each box has 4 of these and a box of hardener. Okay, and there are other videos online that you can look up where it explains how much of a mixture you need to do and all that. So with that, let's start up the review. I don't want it to get too dark so that we can cover up this car. Basically what I've seen is I'm generally happy with the results. Now I've used this car for 1 year, and the summertime here, the temperature can go up to 50 degrees Celsius and more. All right, so it's very extreme weather. It's very hot. I was actually questioning whether or not this paint will hold up or not, but after 1 year, I gotta say I'm very happy. Basically, throughout the car, everything seemed to be very nice. It did not chip off or anything. Some notes were about this section right here where I've installed this fender. Probably in the videos before, or the pictures on the early in this video that you've seen, I had to cut a part of this fender to install this extension. So after I've installed the fender, and I've also did a Raptor paint on this, on the plastic. I did not put the rubber on this curve or on these corners because I didn't like the look of them, and I wanted to be sharp like that. As you can see, I think with some time, there is a slight movement that can take in this extender, and I see small chips coming off here, but like nothing major. Okay, overall here everything is okay. This is also plastic that I've you know, for the snorkel. I think it's surviving very well with this weather. Okay, so all of this is okay. All right, there was only one point that I've seen in the back, the rear bumper. What I did is I assumed that I'll be using this a lot, like stepping on it and going down, so I put extra layers. I did use extra layers on this side, I think 4 or 5 layers of paint, and then I noticed that it actually started to chip off like this. Look, so this is, I mean, this did not happen anywhere else in the car, where I've used the primary, the first layer, and then a heavy layer of the liner, the Raptor liner. But for this one that I've increased, I've seen that, you know, some chipping happening here. Okay, but overall, if you can see, like on the corners here between the rubber and the body, it's okay. Everything here is okay. It's very nice. Okay, so now here is the roof. I did not notice anything, you know, going wrong with it. Now this has been taking a lot of heat over, I mean, that's just dirt right there I need to clean up. But overall, this, you know, where we have, you know, a lot of heat here, nothing. The Raptor paint stood very nicely, and nothing went wrong. Okay, and also let's look at these corners. Okay, not bad at all, not bad. Okay, and one time I've removed the basket. All right, I've used it for a couple of months. I removed it. I did not notice any chipping underneath it where the load is. So like overall, I mean, it's holding up very nicely. Okay, I can go also through to the other side. So yeah, on this side, I did work on the engine like a month ago, and I did leave some marks, you know, while working on the car. It's really easy to clean. What you basically need, just some normal soap or something with a spray it on, and then take a brush, just brush it, goes all the way. Okay, so generally this side is very nice. I did not notice any chips or anything on this side, not even on the top. Okay, so I think it's fair to say that it's holding up very nicely. Okay, also on this side right here, it's not bad at all. So with that, I think it's really fair to say that Raptor paint has passed the challenge between it and the Middle East weather. Good job, Raptor. I opened up an extra light to give us a clearer picture. So also a point to note is that I did use this car going on a trip, an off-roading trip to you know, about 5,000 miles away, or sorry, kilometers away, and we went through some areas where we had trees on the sides, and they were all scratching all over the body. And I was so happy with this because nothing happened to the paint at all. Nothing. Unlike a friend of ours who had a very nice car, and he did recently paint the car, and unfortunately the whole side of his body got scratches. But with this, no problem.